Hello again folks, and welcome to Let's Play Dungeons & Dragons Tactics. I'm your host, the Gamer Darius. Last we left off, we had gone through a small labyrinth of sorts that was chock full of stone golems that we had wittingly slipped right by with the use of mass invisibility. We probably would have gotten through it sooner were it not for it being pitch freaking black and us unable to see where all the bridges were. Probably could have gotten those other treasures in there. Oh well. In any case, now Alia, is actually a green dragon who was leading the Yuan-ti and the Vinsaxi in some sort of evil cultish sort of thing. You know, thinking about it, I probably should have seen it coming that she was actually evil, seeing as she was leading a campaign against the elves and all that fun stuff. In any case, and she and Athearorn had battled among the clouds, only for Athearorn to take bad amounts of damage, and he asked us to champion for him. So now we go on to the end. Fight the dragon to the death. I kind of wish I had some Dragonbane weaponry. That'd be fantastic. So, I'm not even going to bother with collecting the treasure. I don't even know if there's like an end game. Like, you know, if you beat the game and be all like, oh yeah, now I can do all these things. Kind of for sheer interest of challenge. I kind of want to see about doing all the buffs, but not doing mass invisibility. Or, yeah, mass invisibility. Because, I mean, there's a lot of chances where mass invisibility can take any and all challenge that is in the game and kind of just bend it over and go, hey, what challenge? So let's see, that was haste, bull strength, bless. Now we need cat's grace, mass cat's grace. Here we are. Pretty much this episode is going to go until the end. I will beat Athearorn, or Athearorn's rival Alia, whether it takes 30 or 10 minutes or whether it takes an hour or so. Shield of Faith. Huzzah. An asinine AC. You should cast Divine Favor on yourself. It's only a crying shame that we don't have any... It really is a crying shame that we don't have any Dragonbane weaponry. Man, Dragonbane shit is awesome. We're gonna give this over to Spedunkus, because more asinine armor is asinine. Yeah. I don't doubt that she's still going to end up hitting us. Alright, let's step out of here, see what we got. Yep, there's a dragon, alright. Ooh. She is big. I want to say at least huge size. So, medium is 1 square. Large is 4 squares. Huge is 3 squares. A gargantuan creature would be 4 squares. And a large creature would be 5 by 5 squares. That said, I rage. Oh, but I can't. Dang it. Tumble, 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 tumble. Don't mind me, just rolling into combat. So, if you would... Oh, that actually did hit. So, if you would want to know what it is that a dragon is able to do, dragons go under Knowledge Arcana, so I would want one of the characters that has a higher Arcana to be out there and be all like, hey, Alia does this. Okay. Yeah, I probably don't want to bunch up the characters too much either. Because completely honest, if she ends up casting a... Can I greater... Oh, damn it. I'm one space away from greater heroism on Darius. So I'll instead summon monster on this side of Alia. The Earth Elemental will probably go down just like in a quick combo of death, but I ain't complaining too much if it proves to be a distraction at least for a round. Alright. What can we do? What can we do? Instead, Flame Strike. Let's try a Flame Strike. Flame Strike's always good. Flame Strike. 362 HP. Spell resistance. I'm going to presume that that was spell resistance, because I can't actually think of any other thing that might have been to make it so as she was not affected. Spedunkus was not hit. Alright. So you are limited in what you can do too, seeing as fireballs are straight out the question. What with everyone having to gather around her. So we're going to have to go a little bit more direct. Polar Ray. Oh, please don't have a stupid high spell resistance. She's got stupid high spell resistance. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's 2 whole movements to get into her space. Might as well do that. Okay. We've essentially pinned her into place. She can't actually move unless she tries to make some sort of flight-based action. Oh no. Game? Game? Oh no. No. Come on, emulator. Oh no. Game? Talk to me, man. Talk to me, please. My emulator is not moving. Okay. Yep. That just like I thought. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna have the bard quickly do a little more magic-y on us. If it does look a little bit more horrendous, I am sorry, but I'm kind of worried whether or not freaking Alia here is going to make it so as I'm going to constantly freaking crash, and I don't want to constantly freaking crash. Anyways, I'm going to charge on in, see about getting up into her behind. It would be really nice if I didn't have to edit this too much, but I might just be straight up wishing. Anyways, so I had forgot to give River one of her potions of invisibility. Great. Pro tip, guys, if you decide to get this game and play it, I full-heartedly say just kind of either have yourself a stupid high-end computer or get yourself an actual PSP, actual copy, and just play it from that. I didn't play it from that. I had the option to play it from my PSP, but I didn't because I rather not have, pulled out my hair trying to keep that set up. That said, back to the game. Dragons. Yes, dragons, especially large ones like this, have a pretty decent spell resistance, which is butts for me. Because half of my party is pretty much spellcasters. And he took a wallop to the face. You don't want to keep your party too tightly close together, because otherwise she will probably just cast a spell to make it so as you regret living. Or not a spell, breath weapons. They attack in this massive freaking cone. Yep, saw that coming. And a massive cone attack. And in all honesty, that is some of the worst to have happen to you. Let's see. Death, no. Flame strike, she's probably going to be immune to. Divine power. I may honestly just have to walk up and try to wallop her in the face a few times. I doubt that she's going to fail both a... Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious though? Failing both a spell resistance check and a fortitude save. Oh hey, she actually took that. Oh, I wasn't raging. Whoa. That damage though. She miss? Oh no, she just obliterated the summoned creature. Okay. Can we do this? Not from there, we can't. Step here? Is this where I want to step? Yes, it is. Oh man, she took so much damage from... Wait. We just two-shot her. I mean, I know we're level 19. I know... I know we're level 19. But she's a massive freaking dragon. Alright. The ascension has begun. I am rising to heaven. I shall fulfill my destiny to protect the dragon tribe. However, you have earned honor and glory for saving me. You will be venerated as the living descendant of a god. Farewell, Darius. I shall watch over you. And that was Dungeons and Dragons Tactics. I gotta be honest, that was actually really good in my mind. I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of rule tweaking things that they had done, and some complete and total rule ignoring that they had also done. Like, for example, I don't think that the Mind Blast of a Mind Flayer can be completely and totally forgone by a freedom of movement spell. I would have to double check that kind of noise. But honestly, for what it is, this was actually really damn good. Glitchy, and some of the attacks made some of the Hail Mary shots around corners that were made at that were complete bullshit. But honestly, I was rather satisfied with this. The ending is kind of what I expected. Something that felt somewhat lackluster. But, I mean, we just two-shot a freaking green dragon. Just wow. I don't think that the Spedunkus and crew had done that since early on in their actual tabletop adventure. Holy crap. Well, not a huge dragon, but still. And this was fun. This really was. It's nice to be able to customize your party however balanced you want to actually make them. And I gotta say, I kind of like the way that this backstory had gone for Darius. So, one of the original things about Darius was that he was like an orphaned son of some old gnome kingdom that was taken out by some a dragony empire that was led by a half-black dragon, or some stuff like that. And that was pretty much it, was that, oh, you were actually a noble. I was like, okay, cool. This makes it a little bit more epic, that he was descended from a freaking silver dragon. That's cool. I don't know if that's what it would be like for everyone. I don't even know if this would be the kind of ending that all characters got. And honestly, I'd be fine with different endings. Like, if I had actually been evil when I had started this campaign, would I have gone through the same situations? It's that kind of stuff that makes me go, yeah, I kind of want to play this again, but with a different party, with a different alignment in mind. Because now I can only think of what would happen if I was evil through and through in this game. It's just little things like that make me go, oh, I could do it again. That said, though, this is clunky. I don't imagine that people that haven't played tactics games playing through this all the way without some extreme amount of patience. I mean, what? This took me nearly 40 hours to beat, according to my save file. And that's with a little bit of grinding early game, but that grinding was near negligent compared to the end of the game. So now we're just staring at the screen? Okay. Wait, is the tactics just... Oh, okay. The credits are just starting over again. Alright. But yeah. That was Dungeons & Dragons Tactics. Honestly, a fine PSP game. And as far as I know, only I and one other Let's Player at least, I've gotten this far. I don't know how far he will have gotten at this point, seeing as this is like 60 episodes in, and he's done like hour-long episodes. Siegfried Z, I believe is his YouTube username. I'll link his thing in the description below. You guys can check him out. He seems a lot more competent and a lot more patient with this rule set than I was. At least so far. He's still uploading, so I'm hoping that he becomes one of the other Let's Players that actually beats this game, because again, I've looked all over the internet, and as far as I've seen, the farthest I've seen anyone have gotten in this game was to the vampires at the temple, and then they stopped. Don't know why. Maybe they just didn't like the game. Honestly, I did. I enjoyed it. And I would honestly highly suggest that if you don't mind, tactics-based combat and a little bit of arduousness when it comes to picking up stuff or some of the fighting rules, and you actually know some of the things and little bits and bobs about 3.5 Dungeons & Dragons, I would highly suggest playing Dungeons & Dragons Tactics. But that's me. I had a good time. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this series, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps out the channel. Leave some of your favorite moments through this Let's Play in the bottom, in the comment section below, because I want to know what people thought was the most fun or most interesting. Honestly, my favorite section would have had to have been one-shotting the Dracolich, because holy crap, that is just awesome. Yeah, and if you want to assist the channel in a monetary fashion, I have Patreon down below if you want to do it in a monthly fashion, or you can do it directly through PayPal. I don't care. Honestly, every little bit helps, and it goes pretty much directly to the channel, whether it's upgrading bits and bobs of my computer, software, hardware, getting games, getting replacements for, broken pieces of equipment, upgrading pieces of equipment. And yeah, I think that's about it. I believe that's about it. Should be about it. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you guys in my next adventure. Take care. Cheers.